about to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Michigan State Spartans offense has the ball for the first time. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be peeking that way from the free safety position.
Yeah, he's been watching the film. This dude in the middle, man, he can light people up. So you can't tiptoe. You got to be aggressive and run in there. But this is a pretty interesting matchup today.
Yeah, and I love safeties that make receivers think. Make them know they're going to be there over the middle of the field, and you better think twice about catching that football.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the big-time players and the Heisman candidates that have always stepped up and made big plays. So I can't wait to see what the best players in this game are ready to do.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Lost the defense. He's wide open. Oh, look out. There he goes. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone.
And how about this play by the offense? 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Everything says it's going to be a run. It's going to be a run. Nice job by the offense. A little sleight of hand, throwing the football, getting the touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. And up and just about set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field. 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. Hands it off. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Dropping back, it's Allen. Fires to the big fella. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
The give to the back. And the Wolverines get enough to move the chains. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He finds his man.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page.
Not until he gets the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Finds his man down the middle. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Old Dominion is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 18 over ULM. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll start this drive with a pass. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies about that.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. We're not talking about ranking trophies.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Out of the gun, the inside kid. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the return man has no place to... Place to hide and a place to be tackled. Line gets set, 1st down. He'll start this drive firing. Quick completion on the out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. To the air, it's Allen. Complete. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he makes the catch. Open space at the 25. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Now from inside the red zone. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I love when defensive linemen play with this type of awareness. You knew he wasn't going to be able to get to the quarterback, so he slows the rush down, IDs and finds out where the QB is, and then gets his big old paws up in the air to bat it.
Caught. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He caught it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this 1st half. But you can see why so many people are really excited excited about this offense this season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go to the ground. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty.
Check fantasy foot.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. These corners back. He's going to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have 2 longtime foes separated by 65 miles, like the Paul Bunyan Trophy, you know emotions tend to run high. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Michigan State plays out.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude or... They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the 2nd half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pass on the way. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Going to the running game. Can't get him to the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw. It's Allen. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield. He'll get rid of it. A strike downfield.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Slams it ahead. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They'll try to power it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Bowman.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Got the quick pass.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They'll try to run for it. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. The Spartans decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. This should be the last play of the quarter. Power football with the run. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Dropping back, it's Allen. Coming after it.
Not
And he
bad.
will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and really good 3rd down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Turner. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the kid here from the tight end. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. This offense has a 2nd down play. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. It's a draw. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And that pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Find some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen. Strip the football, do something.
The receiver on the jet sweep. Turns it on in midfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
We know this quarterback has a ton of speed, and they were able to have success on that jet sweep play. Maybe down the road you might see the quarterback pull the football, keep it himself, and really keep this defense on their heels.
Looking for a man. It's Allen. Looking to buy time. Slings it downfield. Complete to the left. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the beatdown has ensued. The Wolverines have a nice little cushion in that within their grasp.
Sparty can't quit, though. This game means too much. In the rivalry, in the conference play, in recruiting, Sparty now has to dig deep, and they've got to fight back. Just takes one play, David.
Yeah, and these guys are a bunch of underdog guys, right? These guys are the ones that are talked about in this rivalry as inferior to...
Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out. And that is interception number 3 on the day. You know he would have loved to have tacked on a big return to that pick, but they've got it in the red zone at the 15.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots.
Oh, picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He wants to throw. Finds the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football.
Gets away from one. Finds some space. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Pocket starts to collapse. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. And the Spartans will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Lofts one deep down the right side. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Trying to get to it. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking downfield, it's Allen. Pressure lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Michigan! And the punishment has been extended.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.